This is day 5 of the Hayes Family Challenge. We started with no money, no house, just empty land and 7 kids. And we can only make money while they're asleep. So yeah, survival mode.
And of course we get a TV premiere notification, like we can afford that. Starting the morning off strong with Poppy absolutely destroying my kitchen. Oh Theo, you're not going to do it too, are you? Yep, of course you are. Oh Poppy, that's side-eye. Honestly, fair. And for a second, Poppy and Indy actually started getting along. They're so cute. And then Poppy just, yeah. It's literally always something with Poppy in this house. All while Mum is just trying to keep things together. She's scrubbing toilets, mopping floors, and somehow unlocks the neat trait, which feels a bit ironic right now, considering Poppy's making a mess as we speak, like always. If she's not making a mess with paint, she's usually stripping off halfway across the lot somewhere. She's such a wild card and I'm all for it. Whilst I was occupied with Poppy, I didn't realise Theo was sad because he hadn't eaten, so, of course, I sent Mum straight on it to make some food. Not the mum cutting her finger and then just walking off after one small inconvenience. So relatable. Oh, she went to spew? Okay, that's fair. And I'm gonna send her back to finish dinner because mum duty calls. So if everyone gets sick, that's why. And then before the mum even gets a chance to sit down, I realised I left the garden unlocked, which doesn't seem like much of a problem, but if I don't lock it, then my teenage son gets in and tries to tend to the garden, and then that kind of ruins the challenge. But oh look, he just needed someone to speak to. That's so cute. And of course it's Poppy who asked for a bath first. We don't have one, so Mum just spins her around with bubbles. Apparently this counts as clean now. Then there's Indy, so well behaved. Oh, so ladylike. And then Theo comes over to get his lunch and immediately cries because it's cut into squares, not triangles. Mum's trying to show a little extra love to Poppy, and she's not having it. So she does what she does best and throws a tantrum, and then kicks Mum in the shin. I love that for her. So of course the mum asks for another hug, like that went well the first time. But then Mum realises this is not actually working for her, and she gets down on her level and talks it out. And for a second, it feels like we might be getting somewhere. Then of course, moments later, there is not enough room for everyone, and all of a sudden, everyone wants to be picked up all at the same time. And would you look at that, the older kids are home, and they're exhausted and filthy. Mum goes straight in for a hug with Jet while Mason pulls out an aeroplane from somewhere. And then Nor just standing there judging him, as if to say, Mama's boy. I usually use this time to make sure everyone's needs are up, especially Mason, because I tend to use him a lot at the night time so that Mum can sleep a little bit before then going to make some money. But like any big family that share one bathroom, someone's already usually in there, and there's someone usually waiting in front of you. And whilst Lila's doing homework on a toddler bed next to dirty dishes, guess who's making a mess with paint? Of course it's Poppy. I actually find Mason helping with the toddlers so much, and it's so cute. I didn't actually expect him to be such a big part of the challenge, but he really is. He's honestly been such a help through all of this. And of course, while I'm trying to capture a sweet moment, the tap breaks. Just what we need. Although, low-key, not mad about the handiness level. Then this random fairy man just walks through my lot, doesn't even stop to say hello, or even help me fix the tap. I'm actually really surprised though, because I haven't noticed one single sim knock on my door, and usually they come over to say hello and other things, but like I haven't noticed a single one. And you know what? That's fine. We don't need your help anyway. Speaking of, straight back to cleaning up paint. It's basically her full-time job at this point. Finally, all 3 of the toddlers are asleep, so straight into money making. I usually start with breeding the dirt wall frog because there's actually a cooldown time before you can breed them again. So with a bit of luck, I can breed them again before the toddlers wake. I also head straight to the garden to collect those roses because they make me the most money at the moment. But soon I won't be able to sell them for instant profit, so I will need to think of something else to do for income. Now that I've made a little bit of income, I'll send Mum for a nap. And thank goodness for the enchanted by nature skills so Mum can sleep on the floor. Although that never lasts long in a house full of 7. And she's immediately woken up by Nor, doing the dishes, so can't complain. I'll usually send Mason to cook some food while the mum's asleep, just so that everyone has food available whenever they wake up. But like any ordinary teenage son, asking them to do anything is never a good idea. And in the off chance you do ask them to do something, I wouldn't trust it. He doesn't trust it either. This is the time I usually spend rotating between the older children and just fixing up their needs before sending them for a sleep for the rest of the night.
Now that I've let Mum nap for a little while, I'll wake her up and send her out to make some more money. With day 7 limitations right around the corner, I've had to think of some other ideas on making income. I was thinking because we already have the garden running, I would do flower arrangements and look to sell them on Plopsy or something. However, apparently after looking, I don't actually have any of the lower tier flowers, so I'm going to have to do something about that. So I'm just going to send Mum out for foraging and hope for the best. Can't forget to check those dirt well frogs and see if we can breed them again. Come day 7 though, and I won't be able to do this. After foraging for a little bit, I did find some of the flowers that I need, but then I did realize that my garden is not big enough, so we're going to have to make it bigger. Ideally, I'd like to be spending the small amount of money that I do have on a bath for the toddlers, but if I don't make a fenced-in garden, then Mason comes and tries to tend to the garden, and I just can't have that for the challenge. Now that I've extended the garden, it's time to plant those flowers before those toddlers wake up. And what better time to have a mental breakdown than 3 AM after a long day. I realized Mum found an orchid while she was foraging, and I wasn't sure if I was just going to sell it instantly for profit right now, but I'm in it for the long game, so I decided to plant it. I've started to collect some of the roses to do flower arrangements in the next few days, but I thought I'd sell some at the moment and recoup some of the money I just spent making the garden. After a little bit more money making, I'll send Mum for another sleep to get that energy bar up a little bit more. But of course, who's this awake at 4 AM? Poppy. Who else would it be? And you know what that means. Mum's awake too. Little did we know she was about to rain chaos on everyone. All because she was a little hangry. Mum then uses this opportunity to spend a sweet moment with Mason and Poppy before the rest of the children wake up for the morning. It isn't long before everyone is awake and Mum is straight back into it. And what better way to start the morning than an overflowing toddler toilet and a toddler walking straight through it. And somehow, in the middle of all this, Lila and Noor are just playing hide and seek. And that's day